Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you are joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafra territory. Yes, now so it be. Please subscribe to this channel, and if you've not yet subscribed, subscribe now and make sure you turn on your notification because that is the only way you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, straight up to the issue and the matter on ground because it has entered another critical point, and this critical point is a point where we speak out the truth because the Biafran struggle as it stands, has entered the level of you know I will always call it the injury time. Yeah, it has entered injury time because it's as if we can smell Biafra. We can actually smell it because everything is just working, for the good of Biafra. But my issue here is those who have deliberately become the witches and wizards in Biafran land. Those that have continuously continued to become the Agada Bachirosa. Those that do not want the good of Biafrans, and those who are, fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa back to back, but yet they are saying that they love Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't understand. I don't even get how possible that is. I do not understand the possibility of that. You love Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you're here criticizing and fighting, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. The fact is that we have actually passed that level. So whatever you think and whatever you feel about the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, that is on you. And I bet you are on the losing side. When you keep on saying follow who no road, people do not understand. For you to continue to fight the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, I'm sorry, but you're definitely gonna lose. Because Simon Ekpa is poised, like he is being driven by sources. And he is ready, to do everything possible to bring Biafra to his people. He's ready to bring that historic change that we have been waiting for. Now, on another trending matter, before I play this video, because this video, I don't know if you watched the last video. You need to watch the last video so that you will understand what the Prime Minister is trying to do. For those of you who has continued to doubt, the capability of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you need to watch that video, and you need to watch this video to the end so that you will understand that it is not by your own doing or by what you think or by what you feel, but by the fact that he has the mantle. Take it or leave it. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was given this mantle, and he is carrying it well, and he's taking us to the promised land. It's as simple as that. In fact, let me stop here and play the video. Make it no be like say they talk too much. Watch this wonderful, audio video by the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and understand what he is trying to do and how he is ready to bring the freedom. And for those who are fighting him, sorry, your name is sorry.
Not necessarily mean that your name must be in the register of the document. Okay? In fact, you do not just need to appear in the registration to act on behalf of somebody. But in this case, Mrs. Sophia Carlo was already a secretary, a financial secretary. So her name is already in the document and do not need to be promoted to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra before she can act on this particular registration. Do you understand me? It is elementary, the elementary aspect of law. The elementary part of law is that somebody can give you authorization letter to act on his behalf. And in this case, when an entity is in question, you can act without your name even being in the registry, so long as you have a verifiable power of attorney to act on behalf of that person. In this, Mrs. Sophia Carlo own is that she even have a white card, what I call a white card. White card means that, you have express card, that her name is already there, recognized as a secretary, financial secretary of this IPOB. So she do not need to worry much to prove herself before she can act on the behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as the case may be. But do you know what they did? That was what they are telling you now. It was not the intention of the people, but that is the message they are trying to, because we have started exposing them. That is now they have come to tell you, oh, they need to give her the right to act. Onyendu gave her the right. If Onyendu gave her the right, Onyendu did not give her the right to make herself the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Onyendu gave her right to act on his behalf. And acting on his behalf does not require her to change the role and the leadership of IPOB. But they asked her to change it. Let me tell you, I'm going to also prove to you today that people are behind the changing of the name, and they are the people you are reading their memo now. Okay? So let us continue. They continue that as a way of elucidating and clarity, Mrs. Sophia Carlo has proper authorization from our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to manage some of these registered entities in the UK. All action she has so far undertaken in this respect, managing of these entities is completely different from making herself the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in these particular entities, have been done with knowledge of the leadership. Are you hearing it? They say that making her the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the secret have been, that the leadership have full knowledge that they have changed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from being the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. The underground work they did is that they have full knowledge that they have dethroned and demoted our leader just because he is in DSS dungeon. And let me tell you, removing our leader from being the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is even worse than me saying that we are not going to take order from him, for a reason I have explained very well for those who care to know why I made that comment, and I stand to be corrected. That we will no longer receive order from him, because Biafra people are going to take their own freedom and his own freedom into their own hand. And whatever action they take going forward, he must not be held responsible. He has nothing to do with it. That is very clear. But of course, because they want him dead, they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue to stay in detention, they started turning what I said around. They say, oh, you don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. But in actual sense, they are the one who don't want him to come out. They continue. For further information, it was Mrs. Sophia Carlo that actually prevented the closure of Radio Biafra by the UK Company House when a letter informing IPOB that our statutory filing of yearly return was due, but said letter was maliciously and intentionally kept away from IPOB leadership. Another question is, who exposed that letter? Who exposed the letter? Who was the person who intervened that made sure that I exposed the closure, the intended closure of the Radio Biafra? It was me. It was Simon Hector. Just the way I'm doing this one now. I was the one who came here. I made the exposition that they're about to close the Radio Biafra. It was after then that people went to work to see those papers corrected and done. It was me. The same me. Because you know what? I know what it means for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If he hear that out of their evil plan and their bad mind, they decided to finish and close Radio Biafra. It was me. And of course, you know, the reason why exposition is good is that once you are exposed, you cannot, you will never have any choice other than to make amend. But you know, these people, they can never make amend. So it was then, after that exposition, they start to hurry and then they restore the tape. It was me. Here, they are not giving that credit to. Here they say it was, now they say it was that Sophia that, you know, helped to restore the whole thing. But they did not mention where they get the information from. They did not mention that that exposition came from this platform. They are rejected stone. You know, the exposition of that the Radio Biafra was about to close came from this rejected stone here that all of them are listening to today. Okay, so let us read. And they continue that it was the same Sophia, all actions she, it was the same Sophia Kano that actually prevented the closure of Radio Biafra by the UK company house when a letter informing the indigenous people of Biafra that our statutory filing of the year return was due, but the letter maliciously was kept out of the leadership. Now let us continue. They continue, those, now what you are reading, what I'm reading to you now is a justification. A justification to dethrone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the reason they are giving to you that make you, that you, after reading this reason now, you must be proud that they have removed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the leader of indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. Those spreading this falsehood with the purpose of tarnishing her image and reputation in order to lay the foundation for her removal as IPOB UK National Financial Secretary are hereby advised to utilize their time and position for activities that will impact positively on the IPOB UK family and our struggle, and allow Mrs. Kanu to carry on with her duties. Now, I want you to pay attention to with her duties. You see, they say allow Mrs. Kanu to carry on with her duties, and listen to what her duties are. The duties, both as IPOB National Financial Secretary and the person authorized to manage IPOB registered entity in the UK. Now, my people, did you see the malicious, treacherous statement they wrote here? Those documents, the registration document you saw, does it suggest that she was authorized to manage, or does it suggest that she has become the director of the indigenous people of Biafra? Not just corporate director herself, like real director of the indigenous people of Biafra. But here in this memo, they told you that she was just authorized to manage IPOB registered entity. And I have explained what is managing, the English word and the English meaning. And from the legal perspective, what is management, authorized to manage, is that your name don't necessarily have to be in the document of registration to manage. When you are representing somebody, when somebody authorizes you to do something, your name don't necessarily have to be there. Do you see the manipulation of these criminals? They refuse to tell you that this Sophia has been appointed to the office and the position of director. That is what is missing here. And they want to deceive you because they think all of you are illiterate. They think you cannot go to start checking these things out. So they release a memo on the 5th of March 2022, and they tell you she has been authorized to manage IPOB registered entity, not director. They don't want to mention that director because they know if immediately they mention director here, even those who don't go to school will ask question, this one they are putting director here, they will begin to make calls. that this one you put director here. Which one is director again? And then even those who did not go to school will ask that question. But you know what? They manipulated it. This is coming from the criminals that I said I'm not going to talk about again. Okay? They manipulated it. And that's why I will say, go and read the memo of the 5th day of March 2022. They continued. Additionally, the lobbyist fundraising, I don't need to read this one. IPOB leadership is receiving update and report on event happening in the IPOB UK family and will do the needful in the fullness of time. Many of us want to be among 100. You see, they are beginning to mention 100 men because we forced it into their mouth. When we push them, we show them where to fall. Unfortunately, we are not pushing them again because they are not existing in this struggle. I just want to be showing you people because this particular one affected the entire global family of IPOB. So I just wanted to show you this one. That is why I'm bringing it to the table. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I have to sip water. You have not seen it all. I am coming. I am coming. This is the reason why I fought them and destroyed them. But you know, the worst they can do is what they have done now. And of course, it hold no water. We must them they cannot come out. Here. We must anya gbajicha ha aka. When I put ha now. So we Mazinam Dekano, it does not matter because and if they actually advise Mazinam Dekano to do this, the advisor was dubious because Mazinam Dekano can still be a director and give authorization for somebody to handle whatever they want him to handle. This is if they can manipulate the registration of IPOB until they remove Mazinam Dekano and you don't know about it, you can imagine what is happening in finance. You can imagine what Madam Neneanya is doing. You can imagine. No, I just want you to. You can imagine what Madam Finance is doing. To the extent of going to remove Mazinam Dekano as the leader of the just people of Biafra. Think about the finance. Think about it. Okay? Now let us see who signed it. Let us see who signed it. Let us see who signed it. Did you see who signed it? Who signed it? The criminal that is no longer talking. Did you hear him talk again? I know that after this one now he will come to talk. Who even will know that he's talking? Did you see the person who signed it? The person who signed it is Chike Doziem. Okay? Okay? Who signed it? Chike Doziem. Now, you see the reason why, first of all, Mazinam Dekano asked somebody like me to broadcast on Radio Biafra and probably gave more instruction that we didn't know. Okay? I probably gave other instruction that we did not know. Only them know. And you see the reason why they decided that over their dead body, they should look for something to make sure that they did not give Simon Ekpa that chance. Because these people were never with man. And there is nothing you can say in this life to convince me that the intention of removing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to prevent Nene and Kanu Kanu from taking over, from hijacking it, because that is the reason they were given to some people. Jesus Christ. And one thing is that Kanu name is not there in the registration. Nene name is not there in the registration. So how can they hijack something that their name is not there? And they will say, okay, maybe, let us even say, maybe they are going to use a authorization letter, but there are other persons and entities that are already part of the movement. I do not know how Kanu Takano, that his name and has nothing to, in this, will come and take over the document of the IPOB. Because it will not happen. It cannot work. First of all, the woman who is in charge, or who is a secretary and who is part of the registration, will always have the opportunity to contest that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give such order. So it is dead on arrival. Before you change anything in the entity, it must be with mutual agreement, mutual understanding, and approval of all the people involved. Do you understand that? So you can now see those behind the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you ask me, why, what is the motive? Because when I was asking them the motive, they refused to tell me. They said the motive is that they want to stop Kanu Takano from taking over. And of course, to me, you know that I did not buy such idea. Okay? I am not the kind of person you will tell such thing and I will listen to you. Okay? I am not the kind of person you will tell such thing and I will listen. Now, because I have already started to expose this. Now let us visit who is this Sophia Kalu. Who is this Sophia Kalu? I don't know whether you are seeing what I am showing on the screen. Who is this Sophia Kalu? Who is Sophia Kalu? This is Sophia Kalu. Okay? According to them, this is Sophia Kalu. So let us see whether we are going to have the, this thing a little bit zoomed. One moment. Let's see. I'm going to be reading the I'm going to be reading who she is. Here we are. How can I make this thing more big so that people will see it? Anyway, I want to show you, and this is a IPOB United IPOB director, Carlo Sophia. Okay, IPOB Worldwide Limited. The company information is this. Record active address is this. The name is Sophia, and another on there is a company associated with her, which is called Sophia Carlo Limited. Sophia Carlo Limited was incorporated as private limited company on 23rd January 2019 with address like this and that. I don't need to go there. And her company, Sophia Carlo Limited, which is her own company, and all that. Now, let us go to who is Sophia Carlo. Who is Sophia Carlo? Who is Sophia Carlo, the new IPOB director that the Chike Doziem and co undergroundly changed without your knowledge, and you are shouting, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When they already make him, he's no longer the real leader of IPOB. Now, this is about Sophia Carlo. Sophia Carlo, Organic Health. Organic Health is wealth product, nutrition advisor. Sophia Carlo is nutrition advisor. About her, I am a freelancer. I'm a freelance independent nutrition advisor who market quality high-end product for people who have multiple major health problems and who don't want to do drugs. In 2013, I had a minus, this is public. So in 2013, I had a minor stroke, which causes my brain hemorrhage, I had to be at home for 3 months to improve my health. This was not easy for me because I was a very active person with community work. I have to learn how to walk properly. I could not do things. I used to do, such as cooking, cleaning my house. I forgot when I open the tap. When I enter my house, I forget to lock my doors. I feel so tired and fatigued. This was my worst nightmare. I started to isolate myself from people. Because I feel too embarrassed to tell them that I cannot remember their names. I was told by my GP that it will take years before I will improve, and was told that I am unfit to take up employment. I never give up on myself. I am a fighter and not a quitter. This news was so shocking, I started to look for natural alternative way to optimize my health. A friend introduced me to this product, and within 1 month of using the product, I am no longer having any tiredness, fatigue, or forgetfulness, or wondering, did I lock my door, or did I close the tap, or forget that I am cooking and burnt my food, which is leaving myself at risk. I now know all the names of my friend, and I am feeling so full of energy, and I have seen many benefits, such as my hair is growing rapidly, my skin is glowing, my nail is growing stronger, and so many more. Sorry, this is not funny. Jesus Christ. So many more. I started to love the product and go into business for myself. Go into business for myself so that I can make it available to people like myself. Okay? Experience of Sophia Carlo. Experience of Sophia Carlo, retail sales specialist. Carlo Organic Health is wealth product. Greater Manchester, England. In this time, uncertainty and upheaval, we are determined to do more than just offer products to our Amway community. That's why Amway Together at Home details all of 60 years of expertise, experience to help you protect the things that matters most to you during this time of crisis. And then nutrition advisor. The health opportunity UK trading is trading style of home of justice network. 2017 to present, 5 years and 2 months, Manchester United. Her experiences, volunteer, community generalist advisor, Chatham Hill Advice Center. In 2014 to present, 8 years, Salford. My responsibilities include as a volunteer. Her experience is a volunteer, community service volunteer, community generalist advisor to provide free information, support, and advice to the public, such as immigration, debt, consumer issues, housing, education, and employment, explaining benefit rules and who can claim, checking client are claiming all the benefit. They can helping people fill in form to apply for benefit, tax or pension, credit helping client get ready for appeal, taking the place of client at appeal tribunal, linking with the benefit agencies and other for the good of client, letting client know who else can help managing your own work, keeping confidential record, keeping update with relevant laws and welfare reform.